Hi, my name is Yvonne Wan. Welcome to my class. Today we're going to learn how to draw Focus, the autistic superhero, chibi style with anime eyes. So the art supplies that you will need today are paper, pencil, eraser, marker and colouring pencils. First, I would like you to draw a circle for the head. Next, I would like you to divide the circle in half and draw a curved line for the eyebrows. Next, I'd like you to draw eyebrows like this and then anime eyes like this. You draw an upside down V and some pupils and a line like this. Next, I'd like you to draw an eyebrow like this and then anime eyes like this. Make sure there's sparkly bits in the eyes so it looks real. Next, I'd like you to draw a tiny nose like this, an expression like this. Next, I would like you to create a side cheek like this and add a chin to his face like this. Next, we're going to draw his chest by drawing two curved lines like this, and then we're going to draw his arm like this. Next, I'd like you to draw some chibi style fingers like this, and make sure the wrist is in proportion to the body like this. You can always correct the hand afterwards if you want. Keep correcting it so it looks like the picture. Next, I'd like you to draw the shoulder and the elbow like this, and the shoulder connects to the lower part of his jaw like this. Next, I'd like you to draw the lower thigh, which is near its elbow like this, and then I'd like you to draw its entire leg. Please draw a line near the thumb to represent the ground, and then make sure the foot touches the ground like this. Next, I'd like you to draw the kneecap like this and a muscular line like this. Next, near Focus's ear, I'd like you to draw the other hand like this, looks like a V, and then a little finger shown through on the side like this. Next, I'd like you to draw the left leg like this, making sure that you draw the kneecap and also the foot like this. Next, I'd like you to draw a piece of rock underneath Focus. Draw some rocks and pieces of debris and cracks all over the page. Don't forget to add some shadow by drawing cross-hatching underneath Focus to create a sense of depth. Now that you have finished your drawing, I would like you to take a black marker and draw over the pencil lines. Please remember to use an eraser to erase the pencil lines after you have lined your art with marker. We are now going to learn about colouring. So I would like to introduce you to the use of colouring blenders when it comes to colouring your art. If you apply the blender to your colours, you will notice that the whites will start to vanish and the colours will become more smooth and solid. If you apply the blender on several colours, the colours will blend nicely, creating a gradation of colours and create new tones in the process. Blenders can make your art appear more smooth and realistic. And now I'm going to introduce you to the use of burnishers when it comes to colouring your art. A burnisher keeps your whites white. You can apply it as an undercoat or an overcoat. As an undercoat, you can use it to create brick lines, for example, and then colour in the bricks without needing to colour around it. If you want to create a shiny effect, you can choose to use the burnisher as an overcoat. So there are different effects you can achieve by the way you handle your pencil. So if you apply light pressure, the colors will come out lighter. If you apply medium pressure, it will appear a little bit darker. If you apply a lot of pressure, then it will be extremely dark and more solid. If you have trouble applying light pressure to your pencil, you can handle the pencil from the top. You will notice the colors will be a lot lighter as a result of the way you're holding the pencil. The directions of your strokes is important, so I highly recommend that you use one direction when you are shading. If you apply your strokes in different directions, you will notice that the colors will be inconsistent as a texture. Another stroke you might want to consider is applying cross-hatching, and that involves colouring in one direction for the first layer, and then the second layer you do the opposite direction, and that way you would be able to cover the full area very thoroughly and have a more solid appearance in pigmentation. Another texture you might want to consider is circular motions. This provides a different texture and can be very useful depending on what texture you prefer. Another technique you might want to try is layering. You can choose two different colours and put them on top of each other, creating new colour tones. So I'd like to teach you how to do highlights. First of all, you need to have a light source so you can determine which part of the drawing should have a brighter side and which side should have a darker side. And you can have the highlight using white, or you can use a burnisher. And here I'm just using grey to depict shadow. So now that I've taught you some basics when it comes to colouring techniques, I would like you to apply everything that you've learned to the drawing. So just to summarise, the directions of the strokes matter, the pressure that you apply matters, the amount of layers that you apply also matters, and it's also important that you factor in highlights and shadows using whites and darker colours and the burnisher too. And always use a blender if you have that available to you, because it's always going to make your art pop. This concludes today's class. I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.